Hello. Now we are in a more relaxing atmosphere at a restaurant in the Retro Cafe at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. We are here because today we have a seminar of the Digital Agenda Thailand Series 8, and the topic is logistics and transportation in terms of expansion. And now we are here with the speaker of the seminar, Kun Kerka, who is the president of Thai Federation on Logistics. Hello, Kun Kerka.
Hello.
Could you tell us a little bit what does this federation do, and who are your members?
My pleasure to join you today. Our federation we start since 15 years ago. Okay, the idea of this federation is because the National Economic and Social Board people feel that we should have some kind of a machine to move or to run the logistics in Thailand or not, because all the developed country they are concerned about the logistic cost very much. But in Thailand, that time we still don't have any people who take care about this matter. And it come to when Kun Thaksin Shinawatra, he is a prime minister who first introduced about the logistics on the GDP, how much of the country. So that time, all the federation, just like the Board of Trade, Federation of the Industry of Thailand, and the Association of the Bankers, they gather with the NESDB to form up the working committee how to do or get rid of the too high logistic costs in Thailand. That's when we start. We have 16 members altogether. As I mentioned, that we have besides all the big association, we have the LSP joining us also, like TIFA, TAFA, and the transport sectors, like the Transport Association of the Northeast, Transport Association of the South of Thailand. That's we have the topic to not only concern about the transport, because most of the people feel that the logistics is a transport, but in the reality, especially Japan, who is the leader in this logistic matter, they give a very clear indication that logistics is also concerned about how we're going to make the article or goods to the need of the demand side or the buyer side. All this process from the supplier to the buyer, you see, we have to go through many processes. Transport is only a sector of it. And the planning of the good logistics, we should plan since we get the order from the customer that how can we cope, not only the cost, the design, but we have to make it more convenient for the buyer that what they need should be happy, and then they agree to pay. I think that's most of all how much they can pay. It depends on the happiness that they work out with the supplier.
And so your members, the member of the Thai Federation and Logistics Association, they are not individual, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And are your member include transportation of both air, sea, road, and rail? Or who are your main members, major member of your federation?
Frankly speaking, that after it's established, then most of the federation or the Board of Trade, they feel that in this area they can do by themselves. So they try to introduce their own. And you can see lately that they have their own thinking how to cope with the logistics. And I think they realize that, as I mentioned, logistics is not only the transport. We have logistics in the factory side, how to make it more viable, capable to cut costs, to make it according to the design of the customer. So logistics in the factory itself we need many measure, many equipments, just like lean logistic, how to improve the manufacturing of the goods. So they try to introduce their own. The National Shipper Council also another partner that work out with us so long from the beginning. And the rest is the service provider that still get along with us quite well.
And since yourselves, Kun Kerka, you also have been in this business of logistic business for over 40 years. Are you satisfied with the developments and progress of this sector in the past 40 years in Thailand?
I think according to the environment like this in Thailand, not bad at all. Okay, but the threaten, I think that we feel when we talking about the AEC that we're going to have it the next 2 years. Logistics is one of the sector that most of the member of ASEAN, they feel that they should get some cake or some share. That's why they put this agenda to be effective. I think sooner than many of the sectors, other sector. So that's why logistics, I think now most of the member of the ASEAN can have up to 70% share in the logistics sector. And that's, I think, threaten the logistics service provider in Thailand, that whether we can compete with the company that come from abroad or not. But actually, our members in ASEAN, I think you have to separate two parts. First part is the continental. Beside the CLMV, you have the Singapore, Malaysia in the south. So all this together, we call them continental. So we connected by land and by rail. But presently, I think mostly we connected by the gateway of the marine side. We use the Singapore as a transshipment ports, and we carry the cargo to Lam Chabang, and then we distribute to all over Thailand. So we still use the marine as a main gateway to carry all the cargo, either from United States or from the EU side. So besides the gateway that I'm talking about, the port facility there, the other members of the ASEAN that we call them Islander, like Philippines, Indonesia, Brunei. Those are the countries that we also have to use the marine as a gateway. So if you're talking about the development, I feel that we are in a very good position in logistics. If we're talking about the ASEAN, we may be number 3. If we're talking about Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand as a number 3 that we developed so far, I think we have a very good facility. We have a good service provider. We have a good cooperation from the developed country that they bring the ship in to carry the cargo to all over the world. So I think it's not bad at all.
So you say that now we are at number 3. I guess after Singapore, Malaysia, right? So with the coming of AEC in the very next few years, are we able to really compete with our competitors, these two countries?
In the modern world, I think we need the cooperation from the outside world. We hardly can say that whether they are competitors. We have to set up a certain non-tariff barrier to, let's say, make it more difficult for them to come into Thailand or not. I think we have to look in the other way, that logistics, I think, is something that you have to learn, that it moves very fast. You cannot use the same system that you have 5 years, 10 years. You can look at the custom procedure, the way that we bring the cargo out from the port, the gateway, as I mentioned. Before we use the hard copy We have to work out the custom broker have to fill all everything, and then we develop into the EDI system. But now we come to the stage that we use the paperless. We apply for the clearance, and then we get the clearance within the 24-hour maximum. I think 72 hours. That's we can say that we are in the same level as the international. So the change that we have in Thailand now, as I mentioned, we are number 3 in ASEAN. And if you're talking about the world ranking, we are not bad. We are in the middle. But since we have some difficulty in the politics side a few years, then I think our development seems to be stagnant and cannot move much during the past 5-6 years.
Kun Kreka has tell us about the background of the logistics sector in Thailand, and comparing to our neighboring country, we will still have a lot to learn from him. So we discuss with him more in the next break. So please stay tuned with us.